This self-published KDP coloring book is making almost $10,000 a month in royalty, and it's in a niche I've never revealed on the channel before. So today I'll be showing you 5 KDP coloring book niches that are still selling in 2026. And to make this actually useful, I'm giving you the exact AI coloring book prompts I use for each niche completely free, linked in the description below. So anyways, let's get right into it. All right, so the first niche we're going to be taking a look at here is the dot markers activity book niche. Now, this is actually a coloring book niche I have never shown on the channel before, and it's actually extremely profitable. So if we take a look at the top selling books here, we can see this book right here making almost $10,000 a month in royalties, and it's just a normal self-published coloring book. If we scroll down a little bit more, we can see other self-publishers doing incredibly well. This book right here doing $223 a day in royalties, which is just insane. If we look here, another one, $75 a day in royalties, just over $2,000 a month from this one coloring book. And if we take a look at Kip Scout here, we can see that this niche is in fact profitable. So Kip Scout actually went through the whole niche and found that if we make a dot markers activity book, we can actually make a profit in this niche. Now, whilst this niche is highly profitable, I would actually recommend finding a sub niche within the dot markers activity niche to really stand out from the competition. So if I search up dinosaurs dot marker activity book, which is one of the sub niches here, we can see that there are self-published books doing very well here, like this one, 91,000 BSR, only one review, and it's getting consistent sales. Here's one making about $1,000 a month in royalties. It is self-published, and it's a self-published dinosaurs dot markers activity book. So we can see that there are a lot of self-publishers succeeding here, and there are a ton of different sub-niches you can target to actually sell these books. Now, the issue a lot of self-publishers run into when they try to create dot markers activity books is that they're slightly difficult to make. You have to be skilled at graphic design, you have to find the coloring pages themselves, and then you have to put the circles in them correctly. But what if I told you you could just skip all that and do it all with AI? Which is exactly why I created this free document you guys can use full of different coloring book prompts. You can just copy and paste to generate these books. We can see that I've made a prompt specifically for dot markers activity book. So now let's actually try creating this book. Now, the tool I'm going to be using to actually generate this activity book is litpal.ai. I'll actually leave it linked as the top link in the description if you guys want to check it out. Anyways, I'm going to head over to litpal's coloring book generator here on the dashboard, and I'm actually going to fill out the coloring book generator prompt section with the exact prompt that I created. So I've gone ahead and copy and pasted the book title and description prompt I created earlier. And then this is very important. For the art style right here, I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to specifically select the dot markers illustration style right here. Set it like so. And then for the number of pages, I'm going to do 40 pages. And then I'm actually going to set the book trim size to 8.5 by 11. For the image quality, I'm going to go with standard because it's a lot faster. And then I'm just going to press generate coloring book. And just like that, guys, our entire 40-page dot markers activity book has been generated. So if we flip through some of these pages, we can see that they came out looking really, really nice. The AI made very simple illustrations, put in all the circles for us, and I didn't have to go into Canva. I didn't have to use any other graphic design software. The AI literally just made all of these pages for me. And I think that they turned out really, really nice looking. I mean, these look exactly like dot markers activity books you could sell on Amazon KDP. Like, I really like this dinosaur one right here. This butterfly is also looking really nice. So overall, I think that the illustrations that the AI was able to create for me came out looking really, really nice. And if you guys want to create something just like this, you can go ahead and use those free prompts I included in the description. All right, so the next niche we're going to be taking a look at is the stained glass coloring book niche. Now, this is a much smaller niche, Amazon KDP, and there actually aren't too many publishers publishing here. If we take a look here, most of the top books here are actually self-published. Now, if we look at this one right here, this self-published stained glass coloring book, making a couple $100s a month in royalties. We can see another one right here, another self-published book, doing almost $1,000 a month in royalties. If we keep scrolling down, we can see more self-published stained glass style coloring books. And this is one that I think is really unique. It's a coloring book niche you don't always see on Amazon KDP. And this niche is perfect for AI because a lot of these images can really, really easily be created using AI tools. So if we go here to prompt document I've created for you guys, I actually have a full prompt here specifically for stained glass coloring books. So I'm going to come over here to the coloring book generator, and I'm going to start copying and pasting all the information. For the art style here, I'm going to make sure that I select the stained glass style. For the number of pages, I'm going to increase this to 40. Then for the book trim size, I'm also going to increase this to 8.5 by 11. For the image quality, I'll just do standard, and then I'm going to press generate coloring book. And just like that, guys, our 40-page stained glass coloring book has been finished. And if we take a look at these images, I think they turned out really, really nice looking. I mean, they look just like stained glass art. And this looks like it would make for a really, really amazing looking coloring book. So I'm just going to take a few minutes to really flip through these pages. But overall, I think they turned out looking really, really nice. It really stuck to that stained glass theme. I really like this panda looking image right here. This sun is pretty cool too. And overall, the stained glass art the AI was able to generate looks really, really good. So if you guys want to create really nice looking stained glass coloring books, make sure to go ahead and use that prompt I have in the description next time you go and try to generate one of these books. All right, so the next niche we're going to be taking a look at is the ocean coloring book for kids niche. And this is actually a niche that I think has a ton of opportunity, and I think it's really overlooked. Now, if we take a look here, we can say that most of the top selling books are self-published. These ones with only 13 reviews and 11 reviews are making hundreds of dollars per month. This one's probably making close to $1,000 a month. This one probably around a little bit less than $1,000 a month in royalties. If we scroll down, we can see other self-published books doing very, very well. We can see a book here from one of the top self-publishers making over $1,000 a day in royalties. So we know that there's definitely a lot of demand for the ocean coloring book for kids niche. If we check KipScout, we can see that KipScout has scanned the entire niche for us and found that it was in fact profitable. So we know if we publish an ocean themed coloring book and we specifically position it for kids, we can actually make a profit. And a lot of these books are likely created using AI, especially these two books right here. So for this kind of niche, you don't even need to hire an illustrator at all. You can literally just use AI and produce these books. Now, if we go to the prompt document I created for you guys, we actually have a prompt here specifically for ocean coloring book for kids. So I'm going to start copying this all into LitPal. That way we can create this book. Now for the art style on this book, I'm specifically going to do the bold and easy art style because that works really well for children's themed coloring books. And then for the book trim size, I'm actually going to go with 8.5 by 8.5 because that I think fits the niche a little bit better. Then for image quality, I'll just do standard and I'll press generate coloring book. And just like that, guys, as we can see, our ocean coloring book for kids book has been generated. So I'll press view right here and all 40 pages of our coloring book have been finished. And actually they look really, really nice looking. I mean, just look at the detail and how great these coloring pages have come out. I mean, overall, the style is just perfect for a kids themed coloring book. It really follows that bold and easy aesthetic. And I'm really liking a lot of these coloring pages that it was able to create for us. And again, this only took like maybe 2-3 minutes for the entire 40-page book to be generated, which makes us the fastest AI coloring book generator out there. So again, you guys go ahead and copy the prompts that I've given you, and let's move on to the next book. All right, now the next niche we're going to be taking a look at here, again, a very overlooked one, is the cats coloring book for kids. Very similar to the ocean one we just took a look at, but just another sub niche that you guys can definitely get into. Now, if we take a look here at the niche, we can see that most of the books here are self-published, and some of them are actually doing really, really good royalties, especially for how low reviews most of the books in this niche have. If we scroll through, we can see a ton of self-published books doing pretty well with all fairly low bestseller ranks. This Cozy Cats coloring book right here is making over $1,000 a month in royalties, and I'm guessing that this book was very likely generated using AI. Only 45 reviews, and the cover art looks pretty AI. If we look at the cats' faces, they all look very similar to each other, so I'm assuming that this was generated using AI, but overall, we can see a ton of self-published books, even with fairly low reviews, doing very well in this niche, which means the competition is pretty low compared to a lot of other niches. If we check KipScout right here, we can see that this niche is in fact profitable. It scanned through everything and found that the cats coloring book for kids niche is profitable. All right, now if we go back to the AI book prompts document, I have also created another one specifically for the cats coloring book niche that you guys can use entirely for free. So now I'm just going to copy this and create this in LitPal generator. So here I am inside the coloring book generator, and I'm just going to copy and paste everything. I'll make sure to choose bold and easy for the art style, and I'll do 40 pages. Then I'll do 8.5 by 8.5, and then I'll press generate coloring book. And just like that, guys, our cats themed coloring book has been finished. I'll press view, and just like that, I think that the images turned out looking really, really nice. I really like the theme and style that the AI created for our cat themed coloring pages. I think that they all turned out pretty good. Of course, if I want to make any edits, I could always regenerate or edit some of the pages if I want to, but overall, I think think that the AI did a very good job, and this entire book was generated very, very quickly. So now let's move on to the next coloring book niche. All right, now the fifth and final niche we're going to be taking a look at in this video is the princess coloring book for kids niche. Again, another really overlooked niche that has a ton of opportunity. I'm really surprised I haven't found this niche before. Now, if we take a look at the top selling books here, we can see this self-published book making almost $400 a day in royalties, which is just insane. $399 in royalties per day, which is almost like $12,000 a month in royalties from this one self-published coloring book. Now, what we can see from most of these books is that they're targeting multiple keywords. Like this one is targeting the princess, unicorn, fairy, and mermaid coloring book keywords. So that's why it's really selling so well. But even some of the ones that aren't selling as well as this one right here, princess coloring book, looks pretty AI generated. $32 in royalties per day, or almost $1,000 a month in royalties, with only 8 reviews, which is just crazy. If we scroll down a little bit more, we can see another one, $129 in royalties per day, self-published, doing incredible. If we scroll down some more, we can see a whole bunch of other self-published books doing pretty good. Another one, $25 a day. Here's another one, $29 a day. But anyways, let's just check KipScout. And if we check KipScout, we can see that this niche is also, in fact, profitable. So again, another profitable niche in the coloring book for kids niche that we can really, really tap into and make a lot of money. And this actually has super low competition, only 46 books populating for this search term. Now let's go ahead and create this book using AI. All right, so here I have the AI coloring books prompts document opened, and here I have the princess coloring book prompt ready. So I'm just gonna copy and paste this all into LitPal. So I've gone ahead and copy and pasted everything, and now I'll press generate coloring book, and I'll come right back to you guys once it's finished. And just like that, guys, the princess coloring book for kids has been generated. So let's go ahead and press the view button. And overall, I think that these images look really, really great. The AI did an incredible job generating all of these princess themed coloring pages, especially like this one right here. I think this one turned out really good looking. And overall, I think the AI did a pretty good job. So now that we finished the princess themed coloring book, now all we'd have to do is export the book as a PDF, create a simple book cover, and get this published to Amazon KDP. All right, now one more thing I want to show you guys before I wrap up the video is that if you guys also need to create AI book covers for your coloring books, LitPal.ai also has a full book cover generator, and it's actually able to create really, really nice looking, fully KDP formatted book covers you can publish on Amazon. So if you guys also want to create really nice looking coloring book covers like this one right here, for example, you can inside of LitPal.ai, and I have plenty of tutorials on my channel about how to actually do this. Anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I really hope you guys learned something new, and the 5 niches that I showed you guys in this video have quite a bit of potential, especially ones that are targeting kids coloring book niches, because they sell year-round, they're evergreen, and they have fairly low competition compared to many other niches. So if you guys want to create these coloring books as quickly as possible, go ahead and check out litpal.ai. It'll be the top link in the description. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and subscribe. I want to get to 10,000 subscribers. And as always, guys, stay publishing.